If you double all the dimensions of a pyramid, what does it do to the surface area or volume? So if you draw just a normal pyramid, and then write in dimensions, so I'm going to use 2 centimeters. And then you have to have a height and a right angle, and then you use 5 centimeters. Okay, so then if you calculate this, it's 2 bs plus base squared. So then you have to multiply 2 times, and then you have to actually be base times height. So the base is 2, and then you don't know what this line here is, so that's going to be x. So if you do Pythagorean theorem, you're going to use half of 2, so it's going to be 1 squared and 5 squared. And then it's going to be 26. So you're just going to use that in your calculation. So you're going to multiply 2 by the square root of 26. And then you have to add base squared, so it's 2 squared. And then if you calculate that, it's 24.4. And this is squared because it's surface area. And then for volume, it's 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. So that's 1/3 times the area of the base, which is 2 squared, and then times 5, which is the height. If you calculate that, it's 6.6 repeating. But the question is asking you what would happen if you doubled it. So if I use the doubled numbers, so if I used 4 here, so let's change that to 4, change that to 4, and change this to 10. So you have to find out what happened to the surface area. So if I did surface area as 2 times, so now it's 4, and I also have to do Pythagorean theorem again. So I'm going to do x squared, and then it's half of 4 is 2, so it's 2 squared, and then 10 squared, because it's doubled this time. So that's going to equal the square root of 104. So if I do 4 times the square root of 104 plus base squared, which is 4 squared, that will equal 97.6. And if you divide 97.6 by 24.4, you'll realize that the surface area, if you double all the dimensions, it's multiplied by 4. And then for volume, if you do 1/3 times, so the area of base, which is now 4 squared, and then you multiply it by 10, which is the new height, you would get 53.3 repeating. And if you divide that by 6.6, you'll realize that the volume, if you double the dimensions, it's multiplied by 8.